Hey, good evening. I apologize for running 1 minute behind. For some reason, my technology was not cooperating, saying that I did not have a strong enough connection. So, without further ado, we've been having some technical challenges. So, if you would let me know when you hop on, if you can hear me first. That way, I know that I am communicating with you and that you can obviously hear what it is that I'm sharing. If not, we're going to have a challenge besides any other potential ones that pop up. So, if this is your first time, welcome, and type first timer in the little message box so that way we can make sure you're loved on, taken care of, and welcomed appropriately. Super amazing group of people that we have here, an amazing tribe of awesome, authentic people. So you're welcome to hop in and to be yourself, most importantly, is the most important part. And if you have not gotten part one to the series I'm doing right now, you can check it out on our wall. It's still up. And I can tell you that if you've watched part one or followed me at all, you know that I am a body language geek and nut, and I really like it. And I really love to use it on myself to understand what my body is telling me. I really love to use it to help other people. And more than likely, there are a few people on our calls that have had experiences with me using it to support them with some challenges they've had in their life. So if you are that person, would you do me a favor and please just type yes, body language has helped. In what specific way would you recommend it to someone else to try and learn, or to choose to learn and to master? Like, what is your experience and why do you think it's beneficial? So with that in mind, we're going to start from my notes, just like we did last time. If you have not gotten my notes and you would like to get my notes, all you get to do is go up to my post, and there is a link in there to where you can hop on our email list and get my notes every time they go out at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time during the weeks that we have training, which is Monday through Thursday. Chris does on Tuesday night, Thursday night. I do Monday, Wednesday, and that's obviously tonight. So stay tuned, because this Friday morning, tomorrow morning, I fly out to New York to go speak and may do some live footage on Friday. So stay tuned. Make sure you're connected. What's up, Joss Balls Fit? If you need to get a hold of me directly, Jocelyn is the main gatekeeper. And if you're looking to set a time to have a conversation with me to discuss your situation, and you are more serious than curious about making changes in your health and in your life, then what you get to do is text me at 72727. Text the word "Think Great." That will take you directly to my online scheduler, and where you can pick a time that works for you, that we can have a conversation to discuss you, your unique situation, and discuss some solutions that we can help you with to empower you with the best tools that I'm aware of on the planet to really help you be the best version of yourself. And naturally, that's what you're really looking for, right? Of course, me too. So without further ado, let's have some fun. If you would and you don't mind, for those of my veterans and those of the new people that are on, the best way you could ever thank me, if you choose to do, is to share my broadcast, because I never know who it's going to help. All I know is that I would not be doing what I'm doing if it was not for you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you sharing and helping me to get our message out to more people across the planet, because with social media, this is what this allows us to do. My ultimate goal is to serve 200 million people, which is a lot of people by the time that I get to graduate and go elsewhere. So with that in mind, I appreciate your support. I appreciate you showing up fully. And if you can hear me okay, just type a yes. And let's go ahead and get started on the content. Okay? So last time we talked about specific things with body language. Today we're going to talk about specific things with body language, and we're actually going to start breaking down your body so you can start understanding exactly what certain areas of your body mean. Because let's face it, okay? What's up, Steve? Body language is super profound, which means that every time you are doing something like this or like this, that actually means something. When you have a pain that shows up and is not leaving, even though you take medications, that means something. When you have cyclical experiences that keep showing up around relationships, around money, around your business, around your health, that can also be determined by body language. So this is one skill that I have found that trumps everything that I have ever been taught, everything I've ever experienced, everything that I thought to be super helpful, like understanding foods and things like that. I have found that body language trumps all of it. And when you understand body language and you understand what your body is telling you like that, it will dramatically enhance your experience as a human being, because you can actually have communion with your subconscious, which is where your spirit lies, which is super important. Naturally, you would agree, right? Of course. Okay. All right. So let's talk about this. So if you were to put a line right down the center of your body, what's up, Micah? If you were to put a line right down the center of your body, your right side of your body is your masculine side. Okay, that's your masculine side. You're doing, you're logical, okay, rational. All those apply right side. Left side of your body, ladies, this is for you. Left side of your body, right down the middle, all the left side is about ladies. It's about receiving. It's about female. It's about creative. It's about receptive. It's about receiving. It's about intuition. All of those are options, okay? So let's dig a little bit further. So we talked about this a little bit last time. We're going to go through it again because I believe this is super important for you to understand, because this right here is the nuts and bolts, or the body language and the body parts, so you can actually identify with what's actually going on in your body. Instinctively, you know what I'm telling you is the truth, because it's going to resonate with you down to your core as I start sharing and unfolding the stuff that's been shared with us. What's up, Zilla and Francis? So, all right, so ladies, you touch your right hand on your palm. Men, cancel. Ladies, you touch your left hand on your palm. Men, you touch your right, okay? This is important. This part of your palm is about you personally. Ladies, this part of your palm is about you. This part of your palm, right hand, men, is about us, okay? Now, what exactly does that mean? Here's what it means. When you're talking to someone and you're scratching your hand, that means I can handle this. Men, if you're talking to someone or someone's talking to you and you're, man, my hand itches, I can handle this, okay? Ladies, if you're talking or someone's talking to you that's a female and the top of your left hand scratches, this means I can handle this with other females. This is the other side of your palm, top part, other females. Males, top part of your right hand is about other males, okay? Now, this is important conceptually. If that makes sense so far, just type a yes for me, because I get to make sure that we're all on the same page going through this. So that way everyone is understanding exactly what's going on and where we're at, so that as I'm moving through this and getting more fluid with it, your foundation is extremely intact, okay? And if you're really serious about understanding this stuff for yourself, all of this, by far more in depth than we're going to get on this training. All of this is in our body language training, which means you can take it, learn it, audio version, digital version, watching the slides, watching all the graphs and stuff that we have, and actually going through it. That by far is one of our top selling programs because of the value that you get from it. And the value that you get to give to other people by understanding how to support them best. What's up, Christy Graham? Okay. Welcome back. What's up, Terry and Elizabeth? All right, so here we go. So everywhere you have a contraction, which means you have a muscle or a joint that closes off into itself, that is about you. Okay, so this is about guys. Ladies, this is about you. Forearm squeeze, that's about you. That's about other people. Bicep is about you. Tricep, other people. Your face, your neck, your chest, all the way into your torso is about you. Others is your back of your head, back of your neck, your back, all the way down to the top of your butt. What's up, Melinda? Your quads is about other people. Your hamstrings is about yourself. Your calves is about yourself. Your tibia or your shins is about other people. The bottom of your foot is about you. And the top of your foot is about other people. Okay? So now let's talk about exactly what these different pieces mean, because we're going to give you the macro view or the large view, and then we're going to break it down to the minute details so you can understand how intricate you can get with this information. Hey, Melinda. Okay, if everything's making sense so far, just type a yes and let me know that we're on track. It's important that my crew understands where we're at. That way I'm not talking over your head. I'd like to be speaking and sharing directly with you so that I know where you're at. And if I'm not, then I'll relay and I'll change and adjust my delivery to support you where you're at. So if you're good and you're clear so far, just type a yes. Awesome. I appreciate all of you. If you haven't shared, I request that you please do. This is the only way that I can reach as many people as possible. And if we or I have somehow connected and resonated with you, and you resonate with the information that we share, just please share. That is the best way you could thank me. And that also too, we just now got this. What's up, Shannon? You actually can write reviews on our Facebook page now. If you ever feel like you would like to support us, we would greatly appreciate it if you took a few minutes, 1 minute, whatever, gave us a review of something that you liked and enjoyed and how we were able to support you. And that's really so we can help other people. That's it. I appreciate you, Terry. And I ask so that way it encourages you to do so. Ask and ye shall receive, Scripture says. And I'm okay with that. What's up, Shannon? All right, so let's talk about this. So we did self others. Let's talk about your head, all right? What's up, Aaron Waddell? So everyone touch your head. You don't have to mess your hair up. Just touch your head. Your head is about thinking, knowing, and remembering. Okay, that's what your head represents. Thinking, knowing, and remembering. Seems pretty logical, right? Of course it does, because instinctively you know what I'm sharing with you is the truth. Okay? Second thing, from the neck, here, right here, this is your neck. Your neck connects your thinking, knowing, and remembering with your doing, which is your torso. Okay? When people have neck issues, they don't understand how to put together what they're thinking about, what they're thinking in conjunction with what they're doing, or they're doing something they don't want to think about, or they're thinking about something they don't want to do, or they don't understand how to do what they're thinking about. Or they've got a pain or an issue with a female figure left side or a male figure right side. All of it's decodable. And honestly, ladies and gents, like I literally have seen, Chris included, have seen so many miracles happen literally in seconds, where people have asked me a question and automatically I knew exactly what was going on and was able to ask a specific question with their permission, because here's what you get to understand. When you understand this ninja magic, your ability to ask questions that get right down to the root of someone's issue is guaranteed. There's no sugarcoating, hey, let's have some foreplay, so to speak, mental, emotional foreplay. Let's get right down to the root. Okay? That's what body language really allows you to do, because it takes all of the curtains away. Well, you can see like the little Wizard of Oz person in the back room, right? You're like really right down to the core level of what's going on. And the beauty of it is this. You've already made an unconscious agreement with me that for you to be on my training, you have already agreed that this information is only used for love and light and to provide value and to vote victory of those people in your life, including yourself. It's not used to pull one over on people. It's not used to create energetic imbalances in which you can take favor over someone. That's not what this is for, because it can be used that way. What's up, Aaron? Hey, Audrey Nicole, welcome back. I always appreciate your smiling face and your fantastic enthusiasm. So welcome. Audrey, what was your take on our body language series? Was it helpful for you? Aaron, have you taken it? All right. So now we have torso, we have head, we have your body, which is your doing, okay? Your left side. Remember, your left side is about receiving. That's your female side. What's up, Jada? Your left side is your female receiving side. Your right side is your doing side. So let's talk about your torso. Your torso is about doing. Your left side is about receiving what you're doing. Your right side is about doing. Okay? Your legs are about moving forward. Legs are moving forward. Next thing, your hips. Your hips connect your doing and you're moving forward, which typically when someone has hip issues, they don't understand what to do moving forward. You can find out whether it's about them or whether it's about someone else that they're having a challenge with. All of this information is available. Start from the basic and work your way in until you get to be a ninja. Okay? Now, your hands, everyone take your hands like this. Your hands are about handling. Handling. Your feet are about standing under or understanding. Okay? Your ankles and your wrists, same thing. Ankles and wrists are about being flexible with what you're handling. What's up, Lorianne? Lorianne, did you start in our body language series yet? Let me know what your thoughts are, because I know you just started on it about 3 weeks ago. What have you gathered so far? Has it been worth your while? Has it been interesting? Have you seen the value in it, of course? Okay. Amaze balls. Yeah, I agree completely. So, okay, so let's talk about this. Now, here's where it's going to get really interesting. So my invitation to you is to open your mind. Suspend your disbelief. Make a decision now to trust me and allow me to share some rather interesting things with you. Here we go. Your hand, your thumb, this is your will. This is your giving direction finger. This is your God-given strengths, not your bird. So when someone flips you out from now on, just say thank you so much. Because they are giving you their God-given strengths unknowingly. And people will flip out when you somehow if you manage to be blessed by someone flipping you off, you just say thank you so much. My day is going to be so much better. Okay? Yeah, exactly. So definitely value. So glad I have it because these talks are just the surface. That's exactly correct. So you start getting the foundation and life is much different, young ladies. All right, so we have right here your ring finger. It's really weird. Help and beauty. Help and beauty. And it's really weird. This is funny. Check it out. Like if I were to try to take my arm, my finger and extend it all the way out, I can't. But this one I can. If you take your hand and you split it right here, these two fingers is your subconscious mind right here. These three fingers right here is your conscious mind. You see how fast you can articulate them? And then I try to do that with these and they're not so cooperative. That's because your subconscious mind is this side. This right here is your conscious mind. You ready to go even further than that? Check it out. Take your hand, same hand. All these fingers across the top, the phalanges. This is your mental conception, your thoughts. So when someone's doing this, they're thinking. When someone's doing this, they're integrated. Okay, so you have thoughts, you have practical execution, you have physically related to self. So there's times when I'm in class learning stuff and I'm sitting here holding my fingers like this, receiving direction, God-given strengths physically related to self, and I'll have my hands just sitting like this in class. And when I can sit there and decode it, I'm like, all right, that's great. My body is actually listening, and it is denoting that via my hand and foot position. How interesting would it be for you to understand that? How valuable would it be for you to understand that? What difference would it make in your life with your relationship with yourself? Most importantly, remember, though there is no one outside of you. Okay? There is no one outside of you. Now, how important would it be if you knew that you were sitting with someone that you were doing business with and their right side is facing you? How important would it be for you to understand that you would best connect with this person if you had conversations around black or white things, logical, rational things like, hey, sir, here is your return on investment. You're buying a piece of real estate property in which you're going to get a 2% increase on your money. You got a 6% down payment and blah, 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 blah. That is rational, logical details. When someone is facing you with their masculine side, that's how they're thinking. If you're talking about, well, honey, how do you feel about this and how do you feel about that? This person is not connecting with you. They have no idea what you're talking about. None. So, understanding how to use that information, or more importantly, when you're talking, see this? Receiving direction on making the right choice. So as I'm shifting, my body's automatically changing and coding, and I understand what it means, but what I'm telling you is I will, I can. What's up, Teresa? If I were to switch my body position and now my left side is facing you, now I am opening up my body posture for you to be a part of my conversation and for us to open it up. Also, I'm receiving what I'm handling. I can handle what I'm receiving. Also, too, if your left side is facing, what that means is, now, if you're talking to me, the best way for you to have a conversation with me is to have a question or have statements around my feelings. How do you feel, Brian? Imagine how you're going to feel when you buy this new house. Wow, when you wake up in the morning and go hang out and do your videos, you're going to feel great. Don't you agree? Yes, I do. How are you going to feel about that? Well, I just feel super enthusiastic about that. How is that? That's great. So what I've just done is I've completely detailed my conversation around changing how my person, my client, my friend, my partner, my wife, my kid, I'm changing my delivery based on how they're receiving information, based off what their body is telling me. Now you tell me, how important would it be for you to understand these skill sets in your life? How important would it be for you to understand these in your business life? Because life is not about working harder. Life is about working smarter. I've already worked hard. I'm very familiar with manual, meaning manual labor. And I choose to not live my life by manual labor. I choose to live my life by being an amazing communicator and a connector, and being able to truly help people to resolve issues, sabotage points, and create miracles in people's lives by understanding skill sets that you can also understand yourself. What's up, Victoria Craig? Hey, I recognize your name today. I saw you. Great to have you aboard tonight. I appreciate you stopping by, and welcome to our crew. This is where we all hang out on Monday through Thursday nights at 7 p.m. So welcome to the family. We're glad to have you aboard. So how important would it be for you to understand these things in your life? Like, how important would it be for you to understand what your partner is actually trying to say to you? Maybe it's your kid. Maybe it's your partner. Maybe it's your wife. Maybe it's your husband. I can tell you this much. When I started understanding these skill sets and started implementing them and using them consciously, my ability to communicate with my family, with Riley, my daughter, dramatically changed. And I can tell you, for the first 2-3 years of my relationship with my daughter was very rocky. Like, let's say she's 9 now. Let's just say for the first 4 or 5 years, very rocky, because my ability to communicate and articulate a way that she could understand and would receive what I was saying made a massive impact in my ability to understand how to deliver the information. Made an impact on me to understand how to deliver the information. Made a massive impact for me to not approach her with my masculine side, so she already felt inferior and dominated. So as soon as I shifted, it automatically opened up the energy of the conversation to where she felt like she could communicate and connect and didn't feel like she was under any rule or any authority, which is really important, because as human beings, we naturally have a desire to rebel. It's natural. Someone tells you to do something, you say, here's your God-given strengths. Right? It's just natural. You don't even have to think about it. Someone tells you to do something, you're like, I'm good. Okay? That's why I play the little Jedi trick on myself. If I have to do something, I don't say I have to do something. I say I get to do something. I get to wash the dishes. I don't mow the yard anymore, so that's not going to work. But if I needed to do something, instead of saying I would say I get to. And what happens is now my subconscious is empowered. So when you take the whole body language aspect of life and you take the language command that is where you really get to create miracles. Like, and I'm not talking just on a whim of busting out a fortune cookie and you got a miracle in there. I'm talking about having a seriously predictable miracle every time you use it. Now, allow me to ask you this. Could you use miracles in your life? Well, how about this? Are you open to miracles in your life? That's a better question. Did you see how my shoulder popped up? That's body language. That's shrugging off burdens about doing. This means that, yes, I'm in. Okay? Been trying to. There's no trying. Come on, Yoda. Do or no do. When you understand the language pieces and you understand how to use the language to empower your body, and then your body is like, yes, I will, or I can, or I'm seeing differently, or I am receiving what I'm hearing. Like, when you actually can command yourself consciously and your body identifies that it's on the same page, holy cow, and you actually understand that that's what it's telling you, life just gets a lot interesting. And for me to be able to quantify that to you, I don't have a word to quantify that experience to you yet. It supersedes my ability to understand and articulate how much of a difference it's made in my life and how much of a difference I consistently see it make in people's lives every day, without fail. If you're around me, I tell you for a fact, expect miracles or don't hang out with us, period. That's how often it happens. And I don't say that from a place of boasting or ego. I say that from a place of humility and amazement at how often God shows up using his stuff, period. All we get to do is align with it. What's up, Thomas? So all we get to do is align with it, and that's it. Okay? So, hey, we're wrapping it up there tonight. I'm getting ready to fly out to New York in the morning, so my mom's going to be here in a minute, and I get to pack all my stuff up so we can roll out and go talk on Friday morning. Stay tuned. Chris is going live on Thursday, and, you know, if you haven't gotten involved in our body language series and it's tugging on you, you're like, man, this is really sounding like something that I can benefit from. First off, I assure you, you will benefit from it. Guaranteed, or your money back, for sure. If you're serious about it, the next thing for you to do is I'll be around doing some work. If you're open to it, I'll have a 5-minute conversation with you to see if you are a good fit for it. Message me. If not, if you would like to have a conversation next week when we can have a little bit more time, I suggest you go up to the thing up there or just pull out your phone right now and type 72727. Type the word Think Great. That will take you directly to my online scheduler where you can set a time that works for you so we can connect. And here's the most important thing for you to understand. I do what I do because I absolutely love what I do. I am actually going to a 4-day body language event in October with my coach. So when I say this is what I love to do, like there's nothing more than I would love to do. Even over eating pizza and cupcakes, I would rather learn body language. If you're really serious about taking your personal experience to the highest level possible, I know of no other way to achieve it. I actively have sought out, searched it, have well over 100,000 hours and 22 some odd different certifications under my belt. And I don't say that from a place of, whoa, this guy's amazing. I say that from a place of I've been on my own personal mission for a long time. And it has taken me quite some time to find the information, wisdom, and skill sets to create miracles consistently and predictably. And I can tell you that with body language and emotional code through conscious language, that is a possibility. And it is a direct, accurate, consistently probable, and will happen every time you use it and align with God's scripture and God's law. So have an amazing night. If you'd like to connect with me, you know what to do. You know the drill. Remember, if you don't make time for your wellness, you will make time for your illness. What's up, Joe Cuellar? Later.